Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be discussing a crucial question that I get asked, which is, Dan, how long should I take to accept an offer? So perhaps you've been on a round of Teams interviews, you've had second interviews in person, and perhaps you've now got a couple of offers and you're in a good position. Once you get offers, I often get asked, Dan, how long have I got to either accept or decline this position? And that depends on a number of things, but I'm going to go over them now. So before you rush into it, do always consider the timing. Don't feel under pressure to accept a position, accept a new job offer that you've just got. Take your time, evaluate the contract thoroughly, evaluate the offer letter. Does it align with what you was looking for at the beginning? Does it align with your reasons for moving? Does it align with yourself personally? And is it a good fit for you genuinely? Because if it's not, then chances are it's probably a bit of a wasted time, a bit of a wasted journey, and you're going to be looking again down the line. So make sure that you do everything you can to thoroughly check over the offer and make sure that it's right for you going forward. Accepting a job offer is a significant decision that can impact your career quite heavily and in various ways. So it is essential that you do your due diligence whenever you've got an offer. But consider these factors when you're making a decision on the offer. So consider things like salary, the benefits that you're going to be getting, the company culture, the growth of the company, the work-life balance, and then the other points that you think are vitally important to yourself and why you was looking in the first instance. In terms of timing though, coming back to the crucial question, it's a bit of an unwritten rule in the market that you shouldn't really take any longer than a week to go back to the employer with a yes or a no. So either accept or decline. You shouldn't take much longer than a week in most cases. If you've just received the offer, it's always courteous and polite to just go back to them and say, thank you, Mr. Joe Bloggs, I've received the offer. I'll get back to you within a week's time. If you need a bit of extra time, then communicate that with the employer. A lot of the time they won't have an issue with that. So if, for instance, you need to take up to 2 weeks because perhaps a family member is away that you want to discuss it with, or any other reason, then always make sure that you're completely transparent with the employer that have made the offer to you, because if you go a bit quiet on them, they're going to probably start to consider what other options they've got available. But if you can, I would say take the time to consider the offer carefully, and if you can, get back to that employer within a week if you can. Don't leave it much longer than that, but certainly not without telling the employer why you're taking a bit longer to either accept or consider the offer. So that is my sort of general consensus on timing when it comes to accepting or declining offers. Remember, it's essential for you to take time to make an informed decision. So like I said at the beginning, don't be rushed into a decision. If an employer makes you an offer and, for instance, 2 or 3 days later they're putting what seems quite heavy pressure on you to accept, if they're, sometimes they might come up with they might use excuses like, oh, we've interviewed 2 or 3 other people, we really need you to accept this offer, or we're going to start going out to the other candidates they've interviewed and offer them instead. Straight away that would ring alarm bells with myself, and I would pass that on to the candidates as well. If they're putting pressure on you within only 2 or 3 days to make a decision, then that would ring a lot of alarm bells for me. Hopefully that makes sense. Thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate you being subscribed. I appreciate if you can like the video, that would go down really well. As always, if you've got any comments, drop them in the comments section. If you disagree with what I say, drop it in the comments section. Let's have a debate on there. And if there is any other videos you'd like me to make, again, drop them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Bye-bye.